Number 10, stop watching the news. Just stop. What, Mike? I can't stop watching the news. I need to know what's going on. No, you don't. You really don't. What's the last time that the news helped you solve a problem in your life? Like, really let that sink in. When's the last time the news helped you solve a problem in your life? It just doesn't. Now, here's the thing. Like, I spent many, many years, I'm kind of speaking out of two sides of my mouth, because the first half of my life, I wanted to be in politics. You know, I was arrogant enough to think at 18 years old that I could go off and be the president of the United States. I really was. I really thought that's when I went to Berkeley. I wrote a letter, wrote my, my essay for acceptance, and told them that I was going to be the president. And obviously that didn't work out, and no longer something that I desire. I can't honestly say that. I mean, I think it would be great to have that level of power and influence, but man, would it be hard. Oh my God, it would suck. But the point is that I used to be addicted to the news cycle. Daily. You know, this was happening. This was happening. I remember when I was 12 years old, arguing Keynesian economics with Ronald Reagan on the television news show, you know, and from there it went for years and years and years. And then at one point I realized that I wasn't getting anything done in my life. I was so busy spinning on all of the stuff that the news cycle, which all they wanted was my attention. They just wanted to add more ad revenue, and that was it. And so I don't remember what it was. It was like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, I started to peel out of that process. Now, I very much like to be informed, but now what I'm doing is I'm picking and choosing what I stay informed on. You know, I'm more interested right now in science. I'm more interested right now in anthropology. I'm more interested right now in large cultural and societal trends. I'm more interested right now in progressive solutions to the environmental, the biodiversity loss and the environmental problems that we have on the planet right now. So I focus my attention on those things. I don't let the news cycle choose what I pay attention to. So I recommend that you stop doing that. And one of the things that I'm on the hunt for right now is, it's like, you know, there used to be a lot of people used to read just like the New York Times on Sunday or the LA Times on Sunday or something like that. That's really all you need, is a once a week digest of what's happening in the world. If you really want to know what's happening in the world, you know, get a source that, you know, is highly objective. You know, everybody's biased, but someone's at least trying to figure out where they're biased and how they're biased and why they're biased, and bringing that up front, and then get a weekly digest. If you want to look at, you know, sit down once a week for an hour or two or three if you need, and digest it. But don't let it take your everyday attention. Use your everyday attention for things that are really important to you. You know, if you want to learn the Maori language of the New Zealanders, then spend the time doing that, not the news cycle. It is seriously a huge waste of time. Okay, that's moving on.